Welcome to the Gospel Road. We're going to look at Proverbs 10. It says, a son makes a glad father, but a foolish son, is a sorrow to his mother. Treasures gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. A son who gathers in summer is prudent, but a son who sleeps in harvest brings shame. Blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will heed commandments, but a prating fool will come to ruin. He who walks in integrity walks securely, but he who perverts his ways will be found out. He who winks the eye causes trouble, but he who boldly reproves makes peace. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. Wise men lay up knowledge, but the babbling of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is the ruin. The wealth of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. He who heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof goes astray. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, and he who utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgression is not lacking, but he who restrains his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The mouth of the wicked it is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but the fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. It is like sport to a fool to do wrong, but wise conduct is pleasure to a man of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desire of the righteous will be granted. What the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so is the sluggard to those who send him. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. The hope of the righteous ends in gladness, but the expectation of the wicked comes to naught. The Lord is a stronghold to him whose way is upright, but destruction to evildoers. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue will be cut off. The lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked what is perverse. Proverbs 10. Eyes still not focusing yet. Sorry about that. As I mentioned last week, going through some changes. I'll be making the full announcement tomorrow. Yeah, that's when there will actually be a press release. I've never had anything that there was a press release done about me. It's wild, I can tell you that. But it should be fun. It'll be interesting. And I'm looking forward to it. But, so All of you that follow me on social media, well, ladies and gentlemen, keep following me and you'll see things. In fact, I just had a little social media, not a class, but, we'll call it a lunch and learn, and we were talking about that. And a lot of the things I already do, maybe too much, but pretty active. But they did get me on Threads, which is the new Facebook thing. Not sure if it's kicking off or not, but, it's there. Anyway, enough about me, right? We all know things can change. Life has its ups and downs, its turns, and we go with the flow, right? You keep on rolling with the flow, like the song from Charlie Rich. In the song, Jesus loves me, this I know. I mean, you're just kind of going through that and kind to navigate your way through life, right? So we're looking at Proverbs today. And again, whenever we look at Proverbs, it always feels like you're reading a fortune cookie for that entire chapter, the entire book. So now I want Chinese. I need a fortune cookie to go along with my Proverbs. But it says, he who heeds instruction is on the path to life, but he who rejects reproof goes astray. Think about that. Heeds instruction. You learn how to do things. You learn the changes. So being in radio for over 30 years, things change. I was just at a lunch and learn talking about social media. Things change. I'm needing to learn how to do video on the fly. Things change. I've been doing audio like this my entire life. Not a lot of video. I did some video in high school when I did radio TV. Produced some videos that we played on the school channel locally. In fact, I was pretty good at it because I was the sought-after director / producer doing the videos. It was kind of funny. But we need to be prepared for the changes. I've got a change happening next week. Tomorrow. A big change for me. I don't know how big of a change it is, but it is going to be a learning curve. Because things are going to be a little different on how I do things. Now, it still is lots of marketing, lots of networking, lots of meeting and talking to people. All right, so pretty much what I've been doing my entire life anyway, but just in a different way. We will say this, has nothing to do with broadcasting or radio. I'll tell you that much. How about that? So that'll be interesting. I've had some friends really concerned about that, saying it's an end of an era. 30 plus years in radio. On the air. One way or the other. That's all right. But I need to learn. I need to heed that instruction. I mean, how many times when you're when you're in business, people do not want to learn, they don't want to heed that instruction, and you know what? They just let them go. They're done. They're fired. They go away because they're not willing to do what it takes to be the best that they can be. In fact, there's some companies, if you are not following those instructions or listening to those instructions, you're going to hurt someone. You could kill someone. It's that important on following the instructions. So you don't just go astray, you just go away. But in life, how many times do you see people ignoring the instruction of a way to go, and then you see them going off to some dark place, and not a good place in their life because of what they're doing? See, that happens. See, we need to be willing to listen. As they say, 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more, talk less. Right? Been hearing that for years. In fact, it's even in the Bible. The Bible says that. It means to hush and open your ears. Listen. I do not know everything. People do not know everything. There's always something to learn. And even if you're a master at something, sometimes the student can be the teacher. Sometimes. Not always, though. Because the student still needs to listen to the master to learn. To learn the idea of how things are. The theory of the way they work. But sometimes theory is not always applied the exact same way. See, it's the theory. All these things are going to work the exact same way. A CRM system. The theory behind a CRM system works the same. But each CRM system works different. Because they have their own little ways of doing things. Word processing program, like Word or Google Docs or, fill in the blank of whatever you use, right? Theory is the same, processes a little different. How you use them, how you apply them, a little different. Automation systems in radio. Theory, same thing. They all do the same thing. But they do them different. So the application of that theory is a little different. So I learned theory in radio TV. So here's the theory, here's the idea, here's how it works. But application of that theory, you have to then figure out how to really apply it to really make it work. Now, it could work different for me than it could work for you. Certain things can do that. Programs are programs. Here's how you have to do it. Here's how it works. Now, possibly there could be a couple ways to get there, but usually with computers, as they say, garbage in, garbage out. So if you put the wrong stuff in, you're going to get the wrong stuff out. Right? Okay. So think about that. Think about listening. Think about learning, because that just makes us better. And then that we can pass along to others and helping others be the best that they can be. And that is what we're trying to be. We're trying to encourage others to really succeed. I'm trying to succeed. I'm not even talking financially. I'm just talking in life. The 360 degrees of life. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Go to the gym. Still going to the gym, so I'm trying. I'm trying to succeed physically. Doing my best. Mentally, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to be an open mind to see how things are. Succeed. And spiritually. Again, trying to listen and learn, to understand, to be that good person, right? That's what we do. Being better today than what we were yesterday. Being better tomorrow than we are today. Being the best that we can be. And I've said this before, sometimes being the best that we can be is just doing the best that we can to be our best, right? It depends on what we're going through. It depends on the stress we're feeling. It depends on what's happening in our life at that given moment. Good day, bad day, how are we reacting to those days? It can really show who we are. It was interesting. So I played golf last night. First time I played golf this year. And my body feels pretty good. Because my body's been really giving me some fits for a while. So I was expecting to be in more pain than I was, and I'm not, which is good. But it was interesting because the guy I was playing golf with was telling me how he would use golf as a way to interview a new employee, someone they're going to work with. And he says, because it would really be telling. Because number one, you're playing golf, so most likely your guard's going to be down a little bit right there because you're playing golf. But what you're looking for is how they react to their shots. Do they throw the golf club? Do they get upset? Do they yell? Do they scream? How is that reaction if you have a bad shot? I said, that was a great idea. Because you are really getting to learn somebody. And golf is a game that you could almost learn somebody. Learn about them and how they are. All about their reaction. Because reaction, that is important. How do you react when things happen? A friend of mine just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, we'll say. And his reaction, he's being defensive. Not asking for forgiveness. not trying to do better, not trying to be better, not trying to fix things. He's just blowing it off, which is unfortunate. A little disappointed. Very disappointed. I mean, I'm not perfect. I fail all the time. I have a string of failures in my life. But see, I'm not me. I mean, he's not me. See, I have my own things to be disappointed in myself about. But he's about him. And I might not be the best, but I might look for you to be a little better. Hope you be a little better. When you act like you're going to be that better person, then come to find out you're not, which happens. But I'm just disappointed in how he's reacting. Reaction is key. Anyway, Proverbs 10, that's what we looked at today. Heed that instruction. Learn. Be willing to learn. As someone said to me, be that sponge. Learn everything you can. That's what I did. Was called a lot of things because of that. Brown noser, kiss, yeah. But no, I just want to learn. I'm hungry. I'm hungry for knowledge. I've always been that way. That's why I took part a record player when I was like 4 years old or whatever it was. Because I wanted to see the inside. How does this work, Dad? Well, it works with a paddle on your bottom because you just broke our record player. Now, I'm curious. I'm inquisitive. I want to know. Proverbs 10. How does that help you be the best that you can be? Or be better than what you are, right? To keep going and taking those steps forward, to helping others even be the best that they can, right? Read it today and see how it can help you, right? If you enjoyed this, be sure to share it on social media. In fact, you can always find me on social media if you would like, between Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Threads now, until it dies maybe, but we'll see how it goes. All at My Buddy Jimmy, mybuddyjimmy.com. And I'll still be doing, I might even be doing more shows, different ones, kind of getting them rejuvenated and back up and running again. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really excited about that because that's going to help with my new way of life. So we'll say I'm not really going away. We'll put it that way because I don't go away well. As I also say, I do not hide well either. But you'll still have my words of the day and everything else that I've been doing, just, a different location, right? All right. Also, give me a rating on the platform you're listening. I always appreciate that as well. All right. Proverbs 10. Read that. Thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com.
If you're looking for help with software, app, web development, be sure to check out my friends at ingenuitycompany.com. They believe in their clients. Software development, app development, web development, visioning, design thinking, diagramming, organizational development, strategy. They can help you at the Ingenuity Company. Find out more at ingenuitycompany.com.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.